like that idea of trance. I like the idea of ritual music, religious music, like not Christian religious music, but more like, you know, like this is, for example, great. The mosque. One of our songs sounds almost like that. Yeah. The beginning. That's a good sound.
What are we supposed to do with it now?
I think with repetition the good thing is that you start to lose the sense of time. And you lose the sense of time. And that's what I think is great, and that's why I like ambient music. Is almost that you can listen to it for 2 minutes or 20 minutes. You really don't know anymore, and that's what I like. And for me, repetition is almost like meditation. I come from the punk rock and hardcore, and then I went into 60s garage rock, and then started to go into more electronic directions in like mid 90s. I heard this record by accident. I was buying 12 inches in Berlin from this band called the Doppler Effect. Do you know Doppler Effect? And that was for me the mind-blowing experience, because it was very electronic and minimalistic, but it had this sinister element of like almost like Cramps, you know. It was very dark and very sexual and very dirty, even that it was completely electronic. So I fell in love with the band immediately, and I started to experiment from that, but I didn't have any idea what was a sequencer. I knew what the drum machine was, but I didn't know what was a sequencer. So we started to play all the bass lines by hand live and not having any sequencers or anything. So then I grew from there. For some very naive reason, when I'm making music, I always think, well, this is really normal. But then other people are like, yeah, this is like, it sounds like you're in a submarine or something, like, you know, underwater. I'm like, what? For me, this is like normal rock music, and I'm not trying to be different or weird. It just comes like that. In a way, I'm personally suffering from the fact that I don't know any basic chords. Somebody tells me take an E minor, I have no idea. But I always do everything by the ear, and okay, maybe this and this and this. So I think everything is the same. All the music is the same, basically. It's just all these genres. I never think about any genres or anything. I always put just everything how I feel. Okay, this is a good mix, and then do it like this. When I'm making music with Annie, I don't have my own ego. The only music ego what I have making that is Annie's ego. I'm serving Annie, if you see what I mean. I'm not fighting with her, I'm trying to make her be better. I think if you listen to it, actually it's not too far. Like Take You Home on the new record, it's very dark. And it almost has this programmed like progressive rock like drum fill in the middle when it goes into a different time scale. It's completely different from what you would expect to have on that kind of record. Annie has been helping me with this KXP record as well. Just helping me with doing some melodies and backing vocals, and you know, we work together all the time. She's fantastic. Honestly, I don't like bands. Even that I'm all the time close to bands and I'm playing in bands, but I'm not trying to make new bands. I have too many. I've been having too many bands. I never want to practice again in my life. Honestly, it sounds stupid. Maybe it's a stupid thing to say, but I just been so much in a practice room. I've been renting practice room for like 10 years and I just can't take it anymore. That's why I make a CD of the electronic bits and I send it to a drummer with the post, and you can play on top of that.